Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back to COMR 103 Speaking and Listening. Today, we're going to be looking at Chapter 18. Chapter 18 discusses the differences between hearing and listening. The actual title is called Listening for Effective Communication. Now, the chapter begins with a very simple definition of hearing and also a simple definition of listening. Basically, the difference is hearing, you're very simply taking in the vibrations of the sounds that you're hearing from the outside world. And we hear probably anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 things a day. But that's different than listening. Listening is not only are you hearing the sounds, but then you're assigning meaning to that particular sound to get it to the point that you know and you understand and you comprehend exactly what you are hearing. You're bringing it to the next level called listening. And you can see the differences there down at the bottom of the slide. Listeners must not only hear the words, but develop meanings from those words and then respond accordingly. Now, the chapter also talks about some factors that impact your ability to listen. Several of them that are discussed are, number one, it could be the speaker's tone of voice. Maybe they're too slow or too fast when they're speaking. Maybe it's your motivation and interest in the topic that they are discussing. Also, the speaker's ability to deliver well and keep your attention. That's really their job, is to try to keep your attention during that period of time. So think about all those things next time that you're listening to a speaker. But there are several benefits that the chapter talks about. First one is, people always listen well, and they're viewed as people who have good social skills. If you're a good listener, people will come and talk to you. And it's also, you get to learn new things. If you're a good listener, you pick up on new things that are happening around you. And also, it gets you to comprehend information a little bit better. So maybe you're watching the news or reading a book, and you're listening to an audio tape and stuff. Those are all the things that can make you a better listener and improve your comprehension also. Finally, the chapter talks a little bit about the strategies for becoming an effective listener. They list 5 really good ones here. First one is be an empathetic listener. Let the speaker know that you are listening to them by nodding your head and just taking down notes. The second one is stop talking. That's a really key one here. When you're actually talking to somebody else, listen to what they have to say, but listen all the way to the end. Don't butt in halfway with your response because you think you know what you need to say. Let them speak, and then very simply when they're done, respond. The third one is adjust to the situation. Are you tired? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Okay, is it too hot in the room? Is it too cold to the room? You have to adjust to make sure that you are effectively listening. Fourth is have an open mind. You may not agree with the speaker and what they have to say, but give it some time, listen to what they have to say, process it, understand it, and then very simply decide whether or not you want to agree with it, disagree, but at least have an open mind to it. And finally, the chapter wraps up by taking a look at breaks. Breaks are really important. The human brain can only listen for a certain amount of time before it basically explodes. So what you need to do is take a break. So if you get tired of listening, take a walk. Go for a walk for about 10, 15 minutes and then come back and then re-engage as a listener. Okay, chapter 18 discusses the difference between hearing and listening, and really the title is Listening for Effective Communication. Hopefully you've walked away with a couple golden nuggets here that you can utilize next time you have to listen to somebody. And again, I'll see you on my next video.